Yo, hey guys, Smallmouth Crush. Today I'm actually testing out a bait I've never thrown before, made by Berkeley, called the Finisher. I was intrigued by it, and so I ended up buying, 5 or 6 of these baits this past winter. And today I'm going to give it a try, and I'll give you my feedback on what I think about this bait. Let's get to it. I'm just trying to get a feel for the cadence of this bait. So, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like not actually just pulling and letting it fall just a little bit on the black line. I notice I can track it with forward facing somewhat, depending on how erratic you get the bait. If it does move quite a bit. It's working right off the bottom. Not I think I hit the bottom all the time, but right there. I don't know a whole lot about this bait. I'm sure there's different ways to fish it. You probably can shake it, small shake. You probably can rip it off the bottom and kill it. Let's try that. Just rip it and let it hit. That's what I do. Ripping it and let it hit. There it is. Okay. I like it. Okay, I'm liking this bait already. I like this bait a lot. I see a lot of potential. I actually see the potential fishing for walleyes with this bait as well. I'm sure, but just got to feel. Really like it. Like it a lot. Please don't move. Not sure how to put my hand in. Oh, liking it. Liking it.
All right, looks like the audio wasn't the greatest during the making of this video, so we'll do a little in studio as well about it. So the Berkeley Finisher is a bait that I was excited to find and learn about. And I picked up a couple different colors. Perch, this is the size 7. That's what I was using this day. But they also make a larger size, a 9. Got that in perch. And then just some different colors there. Which one's that? That's called the Stealth Shad. And I'm going to put the links to this bait in the description below if you're interested in taking a look at those. But it was very intriguing. I don't think I was working it quite right. Initially, when I saw these baits, I thought, well, I know that it's designed to fish almost like you were shaking a minnow, except this is a hard bait. And you're just supposed to kind of shake it above the fish and try to get a reaction. There's a lot of different ways. That bait kind of darts and moves, and it's a little erratic. But starting out with this bait, I mean, obviously I found success here with just casting it out and kind of ripping it off the bottom. So that's another way to fish it, but I don't think that's the true way to fish this bait. And once these fish get more offshore and we get later in the summer, that is going to definitely come into play. So I will be bringing these out again to try for some of those suspended fish that are out deep. But it's definitely a good, cool looking bait, different, gives those fish a little different look. And I was impressed with it. I certainly was. We'll roll some video here in the background as I'm talking about the baits. But the hooks are great on them, very sharp. Seems like they're made, the quality's decent in them. Says forward facing sonar optimized. So whatever that means. Maybe they have a little, what's their claim to that? Okay, so it says the finisher hits all the fast dropping, hard gliding, and fish provoking actions of glide baits. Plus it's optimized to give the angler using forward facing sonar the ability to react to the fish you see. I agree with that. Control your presentation, produce a strike with finishing move. So fish it like a glide bait, sinking jerk bait, vertical jigging, or stroll it along mid-water column. Countless ways to fish. So there is different ways that guys are using these. Cover the water column in 3D, vertically, laterally, forwards and backwards. Arc-shaped body creates a unique rolling swim action darting through the water, which I found true to be the case. So very interesting bait. I think there's a lot of applications for it, and I'm excited to use it this year. We're going to give it another try in some different situations and see what happens.
I'm actually throwing this on a St. Croix Legend Tournament bass rod. It's a pinpoint rod is what it's called, and it's a perfect rod. It's only 6'8", but it's a perfect rod for kind of ripping this. And when I say ripping, I'm not really ripping. I'm just gently lifting. Kind of just, it's hard to explain. I like what I'm seeing. I think there's going to be a lot of different applications for this. But I'm just glad to be able to try these out. Let's make another cast here. Oh, they hit on the ball. It seems like it's almost picking up off the bottom. Almost like a blade bait, but working it a little faster. Again, I'm pretty naive for this. I'll have to watch, there we go, some other YouTube videos maybe of some guys that have been using it. But I will figure it out.
All right, quick video showcasing the Berkeley Finisher. I'm going to put the links to these baits down below. TackleWarehouse link. If you use that, definitely helps support the channel. I'm excited about these baits. I want to know in the comments if you've tried them yet and what you've experienced. I also want to talk about a contest we're actually going to be running. This contest will run until July 28th, actually. And on my live show at 8 p.m. Eastern on July 28th, we're going to pick a winner. And what it involves, it's real simple. We're going to try to make this work. It's going to be a fun little contest. I got a big bin back here full of Tackle Warehouse shirts. Okay, huge bin. There's a lot of shirts in there. And what I need you to do, if you choose to use any of the Tackle Warehouse links through my channel, so basically any recent video is going to have that link. This description of this video will have that link, and we'll talk about it throughout the next month or so as well. So if you're watching this and it's before July 28th, 2025, you can enter. All you have to do is use my links to make purchases through Tackle Warehouse. There's not going to be a code or anything like that. It's just simply a link, and you won't even really know that you're using the link. And so that's where it gets a little tricky. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you take a screenshot or a picture of your Tackle Warehouse order. Doesn't have to be the whole thing, just something that shows that you used my link, and there's your receipt from Tackle Warehouse. And you can either email me that, you can DM me on Instagram at SmallmouthCrush, and then you also have to guess the number of t-shirts that are in this box. So let's say I got a Tackle Warehouse receipt here. I went through my link, I take a picture of it, and then I'm going to guess a number, and I'm going to send me that information, and you'll be entered into the drawing. We're going to do a huge prize pack for you. It's going to be pretty awesome stuff, and we'll talk a little bit more about this, especially on my lives moving forward for the next month. So take advantage of that. If you do use those links, let's try this contest out. I think it'll be a fun little contest. A lot of t-shirts in here. How many are in there? Whoever gets closest will win. You can enter as many times as you want, and that will go until July 28th. All right, guys. As always, until next time, we'll see you on the water.